I can see what I'm showing you. Not too much was done in here. Let's see. I'll see if I can think of all my projects. This little thing guy was frozen. But now, as you can see, it moves like a champ. WD-40 in an overnight spell. A little bit of sails here. That's my Jenny. This would be my Yankee and my staysail. Random blankets. Some sailing shoes. These are oil soaker upper things I was using while I was changing everything from petrol to electric. Now they're just pretty much decoration. Oh, what do we do? In here, it's all packed. This used to be the holding tank area. As you can see right there, I put the starting battery up here. And that was, as you've seen in videos before, that was to get rid of all that wire going up to the windlass. I've got it stuffed full of sails and sail covers in there. That's an awesome project I'm going to have, is figuring out all the covers everywhere. Alright, did we do anything in here? Nothing really. All the windows leak, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I did put in a C head. That's C-head. And there is an install video, but I did not take the time to show you guys what's in it, how it works. Okay, this part right here is where you put the handle, and it's got little paddles down below. Let's get this whole thing open here. As you can see, there's no toilet paper in it, just regular paper. All the instructions and stuff. This is where the poop goes, down in here. And I've got a little PVC handle I have to put together. See, it's got a hole all the way through it, and that's where you can stick the handle and turn the stuff. And it turns a paddle in there. Let me see if I can turn a light on here. Nope. I'll tell you what, I'll go get one. I've got a light around here, so there we go. Back over here. Shine the light. And it's got a little paddle down there that paddles things around like that. It's lovely. So this is just a 5-gallon bucket. And this is why I chose this one. Everything's very simple and replaceable. Okay, so this part here, obviously, put the light on it again so you can see. That's where the pee goes, that's where the doo-doo goes. Apparently it's really bad if you cross the two, so I guess I'm going to start to sit to pee. Technically, when he sells these things, okay, obviously this is the pee trap, or the pee catcher. It's got a couple cool little, okay, this one is the ultra version, and what can go in here, and what I'm sure I'll replace it with if this thing ever breaks, is just a gallon milk jug. Fits right in there just perfect. So that's pretty cool. So when this thing breaks, he said this was better because it'll take more of a splish and a splash, and I'm going offshore, so I actually still haven't read all the directions on this thing. I just know it's not a conventional, and that's a beautiful thing. If you look inside that hole there, I don't know, that's a ping pong ball. And what that does is float to the top and tell you that it's full. Kind of neat. It's got a setup. Oh my God. Look at all this shit. Oh, one of the latches came undone. I thought, oh my goodness. So that's how I installed it. Was just these little latches here. And they seem to work okay. I've got, see, it's pretty tight in there. I've got 2 more, and I may just use those 2 to put them down. Oh, that was the first seacock I redid. More light. And see, here's my bathroom stuff. See all that run? That's because I didn't get enough colloidal in there, colloidal silica. I have rebuilt every seacock, and right now they're all shut, waiting for the splash down because that's how done I am. There's some bits. There's a vent system and an extra lid. So apparently you can like store a 5-gallon bucket, which is disgusting. I don't know how it'll all work, and the white pieces of the PVC to make the little stirrer guy. The black part is hose for the vent system, and the green and white is just a spare hose that I've got stored in there. So that's what happened in there. Lots of cleaning going on. I'm pretty sure there was evidence of the pump out, I think, at the deck had blown at some point, and there was evidence of doo-doo everywhere. That guy is that vent, the through holes I closed there, and that's the leftover. I got to take that off the tank so it doesn't drain propane into here when I finally turn it on. There's nothing else really in here. Everything looks so much cleaner. That's my, right there is one of my chain plates. Beautiful shape, easy to access. Yeah, it's in great shape. Can't complain. So that's that. I don't know what else we've done up here. Nothing really. Just cleaning. I gotta give that props to the ex. She did a good job cleaning the parts of the boat she did. Alright, what did we do out here? Let me see here. Ooh. I did install this little guy. See that? No, you can't. Let me put some light on it, see if that makes a difference. There we go. It's a USB, it's 2 USB ports and a 12 volt. And I'm gonna plug the fridge in there if I actually have the balls to use it while I'm sailing. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, this is the fridge right here. I believe it's a Whynter, W-Y-N-T-E-R. Like it's got an AC and a DC. It's got a quick freeze mode. And of course I can keep it wherever. It's actually pretty awesome. Oop. I bought a little, I haven't put it on yet, but it's not a ton of room, but it's enough. What the heck is that? Oh, brie. I got brie cheese in my boat. Feeling pretty fancy. So there's this guy. It is fairly quiet. I don't know the amp draw yet. That's really going to be something. I'm going to find out about all that stuff when I start sailing. You know, I mean, there's really no way to find stuff out. So it may be something I can keep on. It may be something that I have to shut off all the time. This guy here is something I picked up after the fact. After I bought the fridge. It's just a little insulating bag that you can buy for it. And it's supposed to help with the power draw, obviously, keep it cold. So I need to put that on still. What else? I rebuilt all these little fan guys. I took them apart, put them back together. They're less noisy. I have no idea how much I'm going to get to use them as far as power draw while I'm on the move. There's my little wood stove. I bought a lot of stupid stuff like a machete, walking stick, magnets, grabbers. What else? What have I done here? Now, what I did down here, this is like the food stuff, and of course Band-Aids in there. Plates, junk like that, plates and cooking stuff. This is kind of a catch-all. LED lights, a few sailing blocks, electrical stuff, nav instruments that I have no idea if I'll ever use. Just weird junk. There's some scuba fin straps, a bunch of just junk. Down here, let's see. I've got a tent. And this is how I did it. I wrote down what's in there and stuck them in there. It's actually not working very well because I can't find a dang thing. There's my through hole, or actually not through hole. It's my transducer for my GPS, for my sonar. And seems to be holding water. More stuff that's just named of stuff. Just stuff that was on this boat that I just don't want to throw away. A little bit of painting stuff right there. That I have to get hooked back up. That's my radar. I unhooked it like an idiot. So now I gotta hook it back up. So there's that. Not much going on over here. I'm still, I don't know where anything should go, you know? I have no idea how much I'm gonna use things. There's some rags and a little bit of cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies up the Yahoo. Oh, hey, that's what I love about LEDs. They don't break. There's an extra tiller up there. That came on the boat. That was kind of cool. The kitchen sundries, I guess is what you could say. This old brass trim is real interesting. It's, you know, I took the time to shine it all up, and funny how when you sit next to the water, it just doesn't stay shiny. There's a cabinet I need to clean. What else? This is the fridge, obviously, and there's nothing in it except a little mildew and junk in there. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's actually a nice fridge unit if it worked, but the compressor was nowhere to be found. Pretty much rebuilt this little stove. It's had plenty of time now to get dusty, but it's ready to go. Funny thing about this, it was level when I took it out, and it won't stay level now. So I'm going to have to put some weights in there and figure that out. That's kind of sad but interesting. Oh, replace these guys. The sink one, we came all the way up here from San Diego, and when I got into it, the sink one was leaking about half the water you'd pump down into the bilge, so that was awesome. Oh, this guy here I haven't installed yet. This is going to be where I put my instruments. Kind of hard to see in that sun there, huh? There we go. I think I'm going to end up installing it like this. So this goes up, and maybe figure out some kind of hook system to hold it up. Because if I do it this way, and I have this down, I can't imagine I won't bump into this and tear this door right off at some point. So that's that guy. He's actually kind of cool. It was pretty cheap. We'll see how it works. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Oh, what have we done here? Well, I put the new radio in, and this is a VHF with AIS. So if you guys don't have AIS and your radio's a little bit old, look into radios with AIS, because it's cheap and it's an easy way to get AIS. AIS by itself is ridiculous. I think that was just over $100, and I got both. That is the back side of my Garmin. I need to do something like this. Hold on, let me get up this guy right here. And here, the sun's just killing, I know. There we go. Okay, here we go. There's a little box there that covers the, what's on the other side? Oh, the compass. And as you can see over here, that doesn't cover the GPS. So I need to build one, which is, I don't want to say intimidating, but good Lord, it's gonna be a fun one. That, as you can see, it reads 99.9% because it's been sitting here uncharged for over a week. What does that say? Override and auto. Well, you think that would focus better? There it goes. This is the charge controller for the electric motor. These guys here tell me each battery and where it's at. This guy here tells me, let me open it up here and give you a look. This guy here tells me that's how much charged it is. That's how long it's run, my friends. 0. That's how many volts I've got. I think it's over 52. I think is like too much. well, like I'm charging. There's no amps going in because I'm not charging it. And there you go. I don't know what everything means in there. I gotta say, to be honest, I mean, it's a waterproof box, so that's really cool, but it's not, I have to get into it. I don't know, we'll see how much I have to get into it, but it's not very easy to get in and out of. But I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. I think mostly I'm gonna look at it. And, okay, hold on for a minute here. Let me open this up here. So just to give you guys, why that's blurry. There. Just to give you guys some warning, this engine, I'm going to see if I can turn you around and you can get a look at me for a minute. This engine that went in, I pushed him really hard. It was all I needed to get to tell the yard guy that I was ready to go and be put in the water. So I pushed my motor guy. I mean, he's an artist. And I pushed him really hard to come do this in a day. And he did. He did. He didn't like it. He wasn't happy about it, but he did it. He came and did it in one day, installed this thing. So I really appreciate James doing that. There's the motor. This is my control gear. This guy right here, this is my throttle. That's it. Forward and reverse. And there's like limits on how fast I can make everything turn, and I can set them electronically. It's really kind of interesting. And I do it on this guy. And let's see, is everything on enough? I'd have to turn everything on to show you the screen, but there's a neat little screen that comes on there. And I'll tell you what, let me see if I can lean in and turn this on. And if you're watching this, James, this is how I have to turn this motor on, okay? I have to reach way back here. I don't even know if I can do it. There's one loose. Two loose. Box open. Boom, boom. Boom. Okay. So now it would be on and ready to go. So if I had left the boat for a while, I would have to turn that all on again. Kind of a pain in the ass, not terrible. But there you go. Those are all showing balanced very well. That's what this thing down here does, and I have to figure out a place to mount this. That's the balancer, I guess, is what that is. And that gets all the batteries to be the same while they're charging. Okay. So let me see if I can get this thing to click on here. This is awesome. With an unfinished $12,000 system. What's going to break, right? What's going to break first? Okay. Let's see if I can get you a look at that guy. Well, I hit the key switch. And it does have an actual key switch. Ka-chang! Electro prop! And it is, and this, so the other gate, this guy over here is battery management, okay? So when we look at this one, this is, there goes my key switch. This is engine management. Now what all this will show me, I have no idea. Notice I'm not going anywhere at the moment with pushing buttons. And I'll get to learn a lot more over my time as a sailor. So there's that. If I had my throttle on, it would tell me how many amps I'm using, and it would count down my voltage, you know. So there's not, I don't want to say there's not a lot to it, because there is. But it's the complicated part is the battery management system. James says that that's pretty much the most important thing there is in the life of a battery. Is managing that thing and managing it well at the end. And that's what this system does, apparently. So that's that guy, and it's in there. And there's all the component. The only other component is that guy right in this middle of the screen, and that's my charger. It goes from 110 to 48 and charges my batteries. So there's that, and then there's that. That is my propane Honda generator. It's a Honda 3000. And, you know, a lot of you guys could probably educate me. I put it on a 15 amp fuse and it blew it instantly. So I'm thinking that it pulls more than 15 amps to start, even though it's a small motor. So I'm going to try and hook it straight up to the batteries and see if my key switch will work. But the pull cord works. So worst come to worst, I can jump in here and make my generator work. And I hit it and I turned it on and plugged it into the charger, and man, it charges it just fine. So that should be okay. And yeah, those are the house batteries. Don't mind all the wires everywhere. Those are the motor batteries. So I've got 8 batteries all together. And that guy above that guy there we ran that's where I plug everything in for the generator. I plug it in right there. Put it close to the charger so it'll just plug right in there without an extension cord. That should work pretty well, to be honest. I'm pretty stoked. Oh, we wrapped that black hose right there is the exhaust. And I wrapped it with exhaust wrap. I think I need to wrap the muffler too. I don't need to, but any of the heat I can make escape to the outside of the boat, the better. And we did jerry rig some stuff. Oh, and right in here is where I'm going to put this guy. Flip the other way, of course, into the cockpit, but I think I'm going to cut it in right there. I just don't see a better place to put it. So yeah, that's all that. I have a motor and it turns. The deck's clean except for bird poop. Brian, my good friend, came and helped me tie the battens into the sails and put the main on. So it's ready to go. Like I said, I'm waiting on the yard guy. You know, he did the winch. He put a new wrap on one of my chain to the rope. Those go together. I can't show you, it's in the anchor locker, but he did that all up nice. I did put a lot of LEDs on. We've seen these ones already, the green and red, and I got a new light on the back. Yeah, she's ready to do some sailing. I gotta put a few more things away when the time comes, but nothing major. There's the can of propane I'm gonna use while I'm moving her up 22 miles to my slip. That's my new cockpit light, and it's pretty bright for the little LED guy. There's my stern light I just put in. Where are you? There you are. And that's LED too. Oh, it's lovely right now. I smell a little mix of the restaurant with sewage. Oh, and I got 15% battery life left, so let me take a quick walk around the hull again. Show you what's going on there. Oh, here's those pins we took out, the stay pins, or clevis pins, I guess is what they're the proper term. They're pretty hammered, nothing broken. Brian replaced more than that, but I need to get a couple 5/8 pins for the front of the boat. And there's I'm proud of that. Got the prop on, got the zinc on. It's all tight, and supposedly it should be lined up pretty well. They moved the stands, so I got to paint where all the stands are. All I have to do is when it's in the sling, I got to paint underneath where those guys are. And then once I put her in the water, I'll put the other 2 sails on, and we'll be sailing. We will be sailing. Go Oasis. And once I get it to Morro Bay, I'm going to climb the mast, replace the spreader lights, and go up top and see what the heck's going on up there. I'm sure I'll have to replace I'm sure there's 4 or 5 cans of worms up there. So that's what I'm doing. Walk the other side so you can see that too. Oh, Tesla, first gen. Oh, there's a sun up there. So shiny. And I need to probably sand those down one more time and prime them and paint them. I haven't finished those yet. And I may not. I may sail that way to tomorrow. I'm not too worried about it. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Fair winds.